Obviously, when we see people filming outside, we get a little bit worried.
Yes.
There's terrorism, things like that.
Okay, so you're calling me a terrorist?
What starts as a calm man quietly filming outside a police station quickly turns into a showdown about freedom, fear, and power. Within moments, two officers approach, accusing him of filming for terrorism purposes. But this isn't a random bystander. He knows the law, he knows his rights, and he's about to turn this encounter into a masterclass on accountability, captured entirely on camera. Today's video comes from To Plod or Not to Plod, an incredible UK auditor. Check their channel in the description and show them some well-deserved support.
You alright?
I'm good, thank you.
What are you filming for?
Pardon?
What are you filming for?
For my own purpose.
What purpose is that?
My own.
Pardon?
My own.
Right, okay. I'll come out and speak.
Do I need a purpose to film?
What?
Do I need a purpose to film?
Well, normally you do.
No, I don't.
Just let the card get out.
Well, first of all, could you identify yourself?
Show the numbers there. 1171 NA.
If you could actually say what the numbers are, please. Not
Yep.
everyone can actually read them.
1171 NA. No
Thank
worries.
you.
So what's the purpose of filming today?
For my own purpose.
Yeah, what's the purpose?
My own purpose.
Just what's the purpose?
Because I want to film.
Okay. Obviously, when we see people filming outside, we get a little bit worried.
Yes.
There's terrorism, things like that.
Okay, so
That's
you're calling
why we
me a
asked.
terrorist?
I'm asking your purpose.
Okay. Well then, can you tell me then the last time when a police...
The first officer steps forward, voice sharp. "What's your purpose for filming?" The man doesn't flinch. He simply replies, "My own." And just like that, tension fills the air. The officer claims it's suspicious to film near a police station. But here's the truth. In the UK, public photography is 100% legal. There's no permit, no registration, and no purpose required. The auditor flips it perfectly. Do I need a reason to exercise my rights? It's confidence versus control, and control is starting to lose ground.
police station was actually hit by a terrorist?
Well, that's not the point.
Okay, yes it is the point, because it's predominantly, okay, it will be the public that will get hit by a terrorist, not the police.
I think that's incorrect.
No, it's not incorrect. You've only got to look at past events, okay, and you will actually see that. And then
Okay.
when you
Well,
look at the last
PCP
police
Farmer.
station, the last police station that actually
about
got hit by a
PCP
bomb,
Farmer?
okay, was in
That got stabbed by a
1972.
terrorist. How about that?
Okay, yeah, that was a stabbing.
Yeah, that's a terrorist act.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, if that's the case, then should we then talk about a certain officer that killed a young woman when he
That
was
wasn't
in
a
uniform?
terrorist act.
Then comes the classic move, the terrorism concern. The officer suggests he might be filming for terror-related reasons. That's when the auditor fires back. "Are you calling me a terrorist?" He calmly reminds them no police station in the UK has been attacked for over 5 decades, not since 1972. The officer has no response. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. When police can't justify suspicion, they often reach for the Terrorism Act like a shield. But this time, they've met someone who knows exactly how that game works.
No, but that was a member of the police. That was a member of the police, okay, that actually killed a member of the public.
Right.
Okay.
So what's
So,
the point of that and terrorism?
because it's my right, okay,
I'm not saying it's
to
not your
film,
right, but I'm asking
okay.
why you're filming.
because I can.
Yeah, but for what reason? So you've come
My
out here
own
today-
reason. My
You've
own
come out
reason.
here today.
I don't need to explain to you why I want to film.
But we're asking you why. I mean, we've got powers under the Terrorist Act.
What,
to
section
search you,
43?
To search you.
And
to
if
search
you
your
use
phone.
section 43, okay, it will be unlawful for one.
For why?
Okay,
Why is
because
that?
it's my lawful right.
Right.
And if you actually read the actual memo that got sent by the IOPCC,
Okay.
IOPCC, sorry, back in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
right, it will actually state that people can actually film a police station,
Yeah.
okay, police staff, police vehicles, okay, and section 43 should not be used, okay, in
But
that
what about
actual
hostile
event.
reconnaissance? What about that?
Okay.
What
Do you-
if we see you filming outside a police station?
Okay, well
and it
then,
could be
well
viewed
then,
as
let me put
hostile
it to you this way.
reconnaissance?
I'll put it very bluntly. Okay, if you believe, okay, that it is, okay, then if you contact the counter-terrorism
Well, we haven't
squad.
got time for that. If it's
Well, no.
terrorism,
If you
we haven't
believe
got
that,
time
if
for
you,
that.
well, I'm just standing here.
Right.
Okay, if
What
you
do you think
believe, if you
terrorist does?
believe that, okay, then you contact them.
Well, no.
Okay.
The officers try to invoke Section 43 of the Terrorism Act 2000, a powerful law that allows stop and search if someone is reasonably suspected of being involved in terrorism. But here's the key phrase, reasonable suspicion. It can't be based on a hunch, feelings, or the sight of a camera. The auditor calmly cites IOPPC guidance from 2020, which clearly states that filming police buildings is not grounds for a Section 43 search. His voice stays calm, measured, and firm. In seconds, the tables turn. The man accused becomes the man educating the officers on their own law.
But also as well, what are your reasonable grounds? What are your reasonable grounds?
So you've waited for a van to come out. How do I know you're not going to run in when you're filming a police station? What for? It could be for the exit.
Well, this is a public footpath. This is a public footpath.
That's not a public.
It makes no difference.
That's
I can film.
private.
I can film.
Yeah, so we've come out. We're asking.
Hang on, you say that that's private. Okay, that is owned by the public.
But it's
okay.
private. You need a pass to get in.
Who's going in? I'm not getting in.
Ground.
I'm not getting in.
So I've asked you.
You made a presumption that I may go in.
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay, you made a presumption.
We can't take that chance because
Yeah, I know.
apparently terrorists don't attack us. They do. I just gave an example, haven't I? A few years ago.
and then should we then talk about actual people then that get abused by the police on a daily basis?
Is that what you're filming for?
Okay.
Are you seeing if police are abusing people within the facility?
Well, yeah, you tried to say about using section 43, okay, and that would have been an abuse of power.
Well, it's not an abuse of
You
power.
you said the Terrorism Act, yeah, which is a completely lawful activity. It's a completely lawful activity.
Right.
It's a lawful activity.
You're not letting me speak.
It makes no difference.
Well,
Good afternoon.
hello. Have you spoken to one of our colleagues earlier?
I've spoken to several of your colleagues.
At the police station, yeah?
Yeah.
That is in out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Could you identify yourself for
Yes,
me, please?
PC McKenna 1263.
Thank you very much.
Why do you get so anti when police come and speak to you?
I'm not anti.
Surely it's a good thing.
No, I've
that we're
had
being protected with our
several
buildings.
good interactions here today.
Right.
Okay, with 3 other officers. I've had
Okay.
some really nice interactions with them.
Okay. So you're
Right,
saying this isn't
and
a
not
nice
one,
interaction.
not one of them even attempted to bring up to do with terrorists.
Well, the first thing
not
I see
one of
when
them.
people come outside a police building and start filming, that's the first thing I see. That's what I think. That's it.
Well, then you need to actually rethink your actual mindset, okay?
I don't think so.
Well, yes, you do, okay? And when you see a member of the public, whether or not they're filming or not, okay, maybe if you actually approach and say, can I help you, okay, like you did when you stuck your head out the
Yeah, I
van,
did.
okay, but then it should be, okay, is there anything else I can do for you, whatever, okay, I should be.
Backup arrives, and the scene looks heavier. But the auditor doesn't waver. He points to the ground beneath his feet. This is a public footpath. You're on public land. He's right. There's no trespass, no barrier, no crime. When the officers film him with body cams, he fires the logic right back. If you can record me, why can't I record you? That single question slices through the hypocrisy. He's not defiant. He's disciplined, calm under pressure, a citizen proving that knowledge is the ultimate armor.
Be allowed to carry on and do what I'm lawfully allowed to
I've
do.
allowed you to. You've been filming me for ages.
Okay,
So I've allowed you to.
okay. Well, it's not about you allowing me to.
You've just told me to allow you to.
It's not about you allowing me to. It's something that I'm rightfully within my rights to do so.
Right, okay. You've just told me to allow you to. I have for about 10 minutes now. So.
What's your-
What's your first name?
I won't give my name.
Okay. What are you auditing? Just out of interest.
Pardon?
You're auditing, right?
I am,
What
correct.
Are you auditing?
A public building, okay, and a public service.
What is it? Just the amount of police officers that come out, or the vehicles? Or
No, just whatever I can see. Just whatever I can see. Whether or not a vehicle comes out, okay, an officer comes out, makes no difference. I'll film whatever I can
Is it
see.
just police stations you do, or do you go into any other?
Any public service.
So like a library? Would you go to a
Okay.
library?
Yep.
Fire brigade?
Yep.
Okay. I'm literally just
Yeah. No,
having scoping.
it's anything that the public. It's anything that the public pay for.
And what do
Okay,
you do
that's a
with
public
that
service.
information?
It all depends. It all depends.
On what you see?
Yeah, I use it for my own personal interest.
Okay. And how many hours do you put in a week, would you say?
That's
doing that?
irrelevant to how many hours I put in.
Oh. Do you enjoy it?
I do enjoy it, yeah. So because at the moment, and especially with the Met, and then even then if you look at homicide police, okay, there is a massive divide between the public and the police.
Yeah,
There is a
unfortunately.
massive divide,
Yeah.
okay, and that divide is something that needs to be closed because we need a police force
agree.
without
I
any
agree
shadow of
completely.
doubt. It's very important that we have one.
Yeah. It's a good relationship.
Okay.
That's why initially PCSOs were introduced. Initially.
Yeah, but then now there's loads of mixed views to do with that, okay, whether or not that was the actual right thing or was it actually about actually trying to get trained officers in.
What do you mean?
trained officers.
Well, no,
They're
they're
civil, weren't they? But
yeah, okay.
I used to
They're
be, so-
they're not in the same level as you guys as constables.
No.
They're not in the same level.
They don't have the same powers.
Yeah, correct.
It's not that
Okay.
They've got their own job. It's not the same level. It's just that they don't.
Yeah, they've been put in as in
the bridge.
as a replacement, okay, to what used to be the whole old home beat officers, okay, where they go out onto different estates. Okay, and try and engage.
You've got safer neighbourhoods, haven't you?
Yeah.
So then you've got the PCSOs that attach to the safer neighbourhoods. The majority of them, not all of them, obviously, and they're trying to bridge that gap. So is that what you're trying to look into then?
Well, yeah, it's to see how the police actually feel, okay, to do with it, and that's why I said I've had some good interactions where.
Then, something unexpected happens. The debate turns human. The auditor says softly, the real problem isn't filming, it's trust. The public and the police are miles apart. And surprisingly, the second officer nods. They talk about how community policing has faded, how cameras aren't enemies but witnesses. For a brief moment, confrontation becomes conversation. You can feel it, two sides realizing that accountability doesn't divide us, it protects us all.
An officer came out to me, he turned around and went, "You're all in?" I went, "Yes."
Do you understand why we come up and question you?
Yeah,
There's
but
a lot of people that, as you've already said, there's a lot of people that really don't like us.
yeah, I welcome any interaction. But as soon as you try and say about the Terrorist Act, okay, and all the rest of it, okay, then that is when, okay, it won't go down the same line as what a normal civil conversation would have
But
been.
that's what we try to notice, and that's what it is linked with, because people gathering information from police buildings, and then they use that information and unfortunately become quite destructive.
Well, any place really. It could be a tube station, train station.
Yeah, well, just remember, everything that I'm filming now, okay, can also be seen on Google Earth.
Right.
Okay, the only difference is the actual interaction, okay, between myself and officers, because I can see the whole police station and everything from Google Earth.
But
okay,
you'll be able to see how many
people come in and out, what
and
times
that's
the
obviously
people
what
come
we're
in
doing
and
our
out.
job. I'm curious just to
I don't care how many officers go in and out. I don't care what times they go in and out.
Okay.
I'm not here for that.
But when I came out, straight away I said, "Oh, what are you doing?" And you didn't want to tell me. But if you just said, "I do an audit, I do it on all public buildings," then it would have
But
been...
I don't have to justify what I'm doing.
But I'm asking you a question. Just
Yes.
like if we walked past in the street and you wanted to ask me a question,
Yeah.
I'd answer it.
And I said, what did I turn around and say to you what I was doing?
A purpose.
Okay?
That's it.
For my own interest.
Yeah.
Okay?
No, you didn't say your own interest. You said a purpose.
Yeah, my own purpose.
Yeah.
Okay? So when you look at it, my own purpose is my own business.
Right.
Okay? And if I don't wish to tell you what that business is, I do not have to tell you what that business is.
Okay, but when you're videoing places like this, you
Yeah.
can't get all angsty when people come and
Okay,
ask you,
so then
'cause it's our job
so
to
then
come and ask and
so
make sure
then
it's safe.
so then do you go up to everybody then that's filming Buckingham Palace, okay, and 10 Downing Street,
That's not my
okay,
job
and
to do
stop
that.
them all?
That's not my
okay?
job to do that.
Do you go round to every single place, like even then when you look at the Olympic Park, okay, that's not far from here, even then when you look at that, okay, do you walk up to everyone that's got a camera?
It's not my job.
Okay, do you walk up to everyone
But
who
this
you
is
can
just-
see with a
This is just
phone?
a normal police station, isn't it?
Yep, and this
So
is
we've
just,
come out,
and
you've
I'm just a
stood near the
normal member of the
gates.
public with a phone.
The first thought is, well, why is he filming? And that's what's come last year.
Okay, so and that's why I said to you that instead of actually doing it exactly as you've done, okay, and you've been very polite and very professional, and I will say that, and that's how a conversation should be fully conducted, exactly how it was with the other officers that I spoke to previously.
So what's your plan for the rest of the day? You're going to carry on monitoring?
I have no idea yet. I have no idea. I just
so you
take
know
it.
that
I just
obviously-
take it stage by stage.
I only know because I've spoken to the officers that stopped you earlier. If you continue to film, probably more officers are going to ask you what you're doing.
And that's fine. That's fine. And I welcome any interaction.
Well, you didn't really welcome mine, but no worries.
Well, maybe you should look at the way that you actually approach first.
But you said I was fine in the van.
Okay, yeah, and it was when you got out, your tone changed.
Right.
Okay.
You said it was when I mentioned the Terrorism Act,
Okay.
which was a good 10 minutes
Yeah.
into the conversation.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. The camera footage will actually show that. Also, as well, you didn't have that on straight away.
Well, it
Okay.
starts recording before I
Okay.
turn it on.
And just make sure, okay, that does actually get kept because I will be requesting a copy.
The calm breaks again. Another officer steps in. "Why won't you give your name?" He answers instantly, "Because I don't have to." And legally, he's right. Under UK law, unless you're under arrest or detention based on reasonable suspicion, you are not required to identify yourself. The officer tries to recover, changing the topic to body cam policy. But the auditor reminds him he can request that footage too. And suddenly, the entire tone shifts because the one being watched has learned how to watch back.
Is that?
For a policing purpose, it can get kept. So I have to justify why I've kept.
No.
Yes, I do.
Once I put in a request, okay, I had 30 days before it is actually deleted.
Correct.
Okay,
So if you
and it's in that time. Okay, and it's in that time that I will request a copy of it.
Okay,
and that's
fine.
why I said, okay,
But
please
other
make
than
sure.
a policing purpose, we can't save our body.
Okay.
It has to be for a policing purpose.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
And this is a policing purpose.
What's the purpose?
Okay, because we're having an interaction. Okay, and if you actually look, or even on the Met's own website, okay.
We don't record every interaction.
I know you don't, but you are recording this interaction.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why I said I will request a copy of
No
it.
problem. But like I said, I can't save it unless it's for a policing purpose.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
With staff there.
Alright?
Or
Yep, no
you
worries.
can call up 101, which I'll write on here, and you can say, I would like to make a complaint about this. Okay? Do you want to just find the first? And they will be able to make a complaint for you on the phone. They'll be able to sort it out. Okay, and someone will contact you.
You are talking about on the telephone? Or
Yeah. So if you call up on your phone 101 and just say, I'd like to make a complaint to the police.
So a
in regards
question,
to this
what are you
matter,
auditing now by just filming me
and then
listening to
this police
these?
station has your
I'm not
rights
listening to
police
him.
No,
station.
me listening to them. I am.
Okay?
So I'm asking, like, what's the purpose of
Because
you
there's no
filming me
actual
just
like working front office
just
here.
curious,
They
like, I'm
make
just
complaints.
curious why.
The complaints
Because
go on the phone,
you're
telephone number, which is
an officer on duty, okay, looking very unprofessional with your hands tucked in your actual body warmer.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not allowed to put our hands in our pockets.
Yeah, I know. Well, that looks even worse.
But we're
That
not
looks
allowed-
even worse.
That's fine. But we're allowed to do
Okay.
this. We're
Yeah, I
not allowed
know,
to
but
put our hands
it
in our
looks a lot
pockets.
worse. Trust me, it looks a lot worse.
Okay, that's fine. But we've got rules. I'm not allowed to put my hands in my pockets.
Okay.
They're a lot more accessible from here compared to down here.
Yeah.
It all ends, not with an arrest, but with irony. An officer comments on the way he stands, calling it unprofessional. The auditor smirks. That looks even worse. It's poetic. What began as an interrogation ends as a quiet victory for public awareness. No laws broken, no rights surrendered. Just one calm citizen proving that authority without accountability crumbles under knowledge. Once again, to plod or not to plod delivers a reminder. Cameras don't cause problems, they expose them.
Well, there's a lot of rules that are there, okay, i.e. to do with the way that you also identify as well, okay. It's like where you first actually just sort of dipped your shoulder and then pointed at your actual
But
number.
If you listen to the thing, I say that's my number 11718, and then you say, can you actually say it?
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. You did not say your number,
I did.
okay?
You can
No,
watch
you did
back.
not.
That's
I
fine.
actually asked for your number.
But I'd already said it once.
No, you hadn't.
Okay, we can watch that back later. No worries. I mean, you put it all on camera, so I wouldn't lie, would I? I said it. That's my number 11718, and you said, can you say it? Some people can't. Fair
Yeah.
enough. But I'd already said it.
If you had said it, I would have heard it.
All right, that's no problem. So the reason you're recording me is because I've got my hands in my met vest. That's correct, yeah?
Well, I'm standing in public.
No, I'm just asking
I'm
what's
filming
the
in public.
purpose of filming me just stood. That's all.
Well, you're still here with me, okay? So I'm still filming.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Have a good day. Take care.
If you enjoy seeing moments where calmness defeats control, hit that subscribe button for more real-life breakdowns of police encounters and your legal rights. Stay informed, because knowledge is power.